This year has seen the company struggle with its attempt at modularity in the LG G5 and LG V20 drops this in favor of a more traditional smartphone experience. What does this smartphone bring to the table, and can LG take advantage of the opening in the high-end large display segment? We find out in this comprehensive LG V20 review. The LG V20 may be succeeding the V10, but the former features a complete redesign and new build that makes it more like the company's other flagship, the G5, instead of its predecessor. Gone are the stainless steel rails and the Duraskin material, with LG instead favoring a mostly metal build with polycarbonate found at the top and bottom chin. The unique look of the V10 may no longer be available, and in fact, quite a few people I know who have come across the phone have mistaken it for an HTC device, but the V20 is still a good-looking smartphone nevertheless, and feels great in the hand. Despite the change in build material though, what LG has retained is the microSD D810G certification for impact and shock resistance. It's great to see that LG has managed to keep the durability that the V series is known for, without it being obvious just by looking at it. Just like its predecessor, the LG V20 also comes with two displays. The main display a 5.7-inch IPS LCD screen with a Quad HD resolution, resulting in a pixel density of 513 pixels. That display is bright enough to allow for easy outdoor visibility, features good viewing angles, and the high resolution means that sharpness is of no concern. The only complaint would be that the colors aren't quite as vibrant as I would like. That said, it has still a pretty good-looking screen, just as you would expect from a flagship smartphone. The secondary display, which is a 2.1-inch screen with a 160 by 1040 resolution, is still at the top, and features a few improvements when compared to what was available with the V10. It is now slightly larger and brighter, that makes it a bit easier to see outdoors, but not a lot has changed as far as functionality is concerned. With this being an LG flagship, the camera experience on this is going to be a pretty big deal. The V20 comes with a dual camera setup like what is also available with the LG G5, with a 16-megapixel main sensor with a noise that is coupled with an 8-megapixel wide-angle secondary sensor. As was also my experience with the G5, I absolutely love the wide-angle lens on the V20. Granted, the quality is not as good as a main sensor, but the wide-angle lens is just a lot of fun to use, and works perfectly in a variety of situations, such as when taking group photos or capturing landscapes. It makes a huge difference over the standard angle of the main sensor, and not only can you fit more into the frame, but the wide-angle effect just makes the shot appear to be more dynamic. Making the switch between the two cameras is also very easy. On the software side of things, the LG V20 was the very first smartphone to ship with Android 7.0 Nougat out of the box, which is something that Google generally reserves for their own devices. This is definitely a big selling point for the V20 right now, given the fact that there aren't many phones running Android 7.0 at the moment, but that is hopefully going to be short-lived. The V20 comes with all the latest Android features that were included with the update, including built-in multi-window support, the revamped notifications, direct reply, customizable quick settings toggles, and those on the go, just to name a few. The only Nougat feature that appears to be missing is the System UI Tuner. It is a useful feature on other devices like the Nexus devices and the Google Pixel smartphones, and is a rather surprising omission. On top of Android 7.0 Nougat is LG's custom skin, and it looks and feels a lot like what was found on the G5. It is still really bright, colorful, and somewhat cartoonish, and the app drawer is missing by default, but now, LG has at least made it easy to get it back. As mentioned, the power button doubles as a fingerprint scanner, and it works extremely well. As expected, it is fast and accurate, and takes a short amount of time to set up. Unlike other smartphones that feature physical buttons with integrated fingerprint sensors, you don't have to press the button down in order to unlock the device, which makes it feel much faster. The LG V20 comes with a single bottom-mounted speaker, which isn't going to be compared favorably to front-facing dual-speaker setups. That said, when considering single speakers, this is certainly one of the better ones out there. The real audio experience with the V20, however, is on the inside. The LG V20 has got a Quad DAC built in, and you can find out more about the specifics here, but what this basically means is that you are going to get much higher quality audio with less distortion and noise, and much better dynamic range. Under the hood is what you would typically expect from a 2016 flagship, with the LG V20 also featuring a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 processor that is backed by the Adreno 530 GPU and 4GB of RAM. Even with LG's somewhat heavy skin, the performance has unsurprisingly been excellent, and handles everyday tasks with no issues. Apps open quickly, the touch responsiveness is great, and multitasking is very smooth. The V20 also handles gaming extremely well, and because the device is running Android 7.0 Nougat, you get to take advantage of better graphics and gaming performance with Vulkan-supported games.